Hospitality. And you can't piss on hospitality. I won't allow it.
What would interest you? Something the size of a jumbo jet?
Have you been circumcised?
All right, let me first start by saying I wasn't meaning to press that one, but I had to let it ride because I know Brandon wanted to see that part with pieces.
I was just very confused why Atrociously Bad Films was up for this. Bilfer's back.
Oh, thank you. Hey, Bilfer, we missed you, sir. Hey, glad to see you, or glad to see you chatting. We are today talking about Big Top Pee Wee. It is a pick by Matthew Carter. Oh, I misspelled your name, Matthew. I'm sorry. I can't.
Did you misspell it? Oh man, you can't get nothing right today.
I know, man.
Got Michael on your mind.
I got Michael on my mind. Yeah, I think I got it right. So there we go. Big Top Pee Wee is a pick from Matthew Carter, who wanted to do something in honor of Paul Rubin. Let's go ahead and roll a little bit of the trailer. We're going to jump right into this thing. Yeah, for the better or for worse, Brandon. This movie. All right, so let me tell you a little something. So this trailer was shot before they even shot the movie. So they didn't know what the movie was going to end up being.
Guess what it's about?
But yeah, I just wanted to show a little bit of it so that, I won't get like flagged. There you go. That's enough of it. Get just Pee Wee Herman. It's, let me go ahead and tell you. It stars Paul Rubens as Pee Wee Herman. Let's see. Who else we got? Chris Christopherson as Mace Montana. Penelope Ann Miller as Weenie. Valeria Golino as Gina. And then you have other people. Susan Tyrell as Midge. I'm going to talk about two people that I wanted to point out. The dog boy was Benicio del Toro. And who else? Freaking Diamond, what's the name? Screech. Screech is in this movie.
Is he?
Yeah, he's one of the kids. So when the old man transformed to a younger version of him, that's Screech. It's by the bell. So, yeah.
That's Diamond Screech. Yeah, I didn't notice it. That's shocking because I'm a big Saved by the Bell fan. YouTube hates copyrighted material. You can only share 7 seconds or less.
Yeah, well, that's probably gonna be copyright. Yeah, it's gonna happen. But anyway, it's okay because it's Pee Wee Herman and he's dead. So
why you gotta say that? Why you gotta say that?
Good that he's dead.
I mean, that's offensive.
That's
Are you trying to offend the Pee Wee Herman fans? Are you trying to offend us?
No,
man.
I'm a Herman fan. I've always liked Pee Wee. But yeah, Brandon last night watched Big Adventure, followed up
Steak.
by this. So he started with the top of the mountain.
I had a great time
with Big Adventure.
With Big Adventure. Then I watched this, and it was like going in reverse. it's like oh my god! It's like I want to say this though. I chuckled once during this movie. Big Adventure, I had a great time throughout the whole 91 minutes. But this, if you came in watching Pee Wee with this film, you would probably think, why was he such a big deal?
Yeah, absolutely.
And like it's even his performance, and I even said this to you while I was watching it. It's like I felt he was bored with the character, that he wanted to do other things.
Mm-hmm.
It was his energy was so off in this movie. It was so off.
It was directed by Randall Kaiser, who also directed Grease. I want to say. Uh,
Well,
so
he went down, didn't
yeah,
he?
and Deborah Hill is one of the producers of this movie.
Well,
He did Halloween.
when
So
did
also
Halloween.
would say that, I guess you could say that she also went down in a sense, right? And this was
I mean,
and
yes, but she kind of went up too if you look at it from a different perspective. I mean, low budget indie horror film to a big, well, I'm assuming a big budget comedy film for 1988.
so the first film was made by Warner Brothers, and so it was made with a small budget but grossed a lot
Yeah,
of money. Tim Burton it was his very first film, so Tim Burton from there went into like Batman and to become Tim Burton. Uh, but but he couldn't return for this because he's busy with Batman and which of course. Uh, so they get the guy from Greece and Paramount said, "Hey, I like that this Pee Wee Herman guy is getting popular because he had the show and everything." So they're like, "Hey, let's go ahead and have him make a movie for us." And so it's almost as if Paramount Pictures never seen Big Adventure at all. It was like, what if
yeah,
I could see him be like, what if Pee Wee Herman was a farmer? Yeah. What and then what if a circus was blown into town, kind of like Wizard of Oz? Yeah, that'd be great. Let's make this movie. So it felt like two different movies put together.
yeah. It felt like two different universes if you watch Big Adventure than watch this. But I mean, I was disappointed, in every way possible. I was the circus. He's a farmer. He's cheating on his girlfriend.
He's a terrible farmer.
Yeah, he's not funny. It's like a Wish version of Pee Wee Herman came alive, and man, I don't want to talk bad about my man Pee Wee though. I mean, I love him. He was a great inspiration for me.
So let's all right. So I will tell you this: at the very first start of the movie, he's singing like the girl on the flying trapeze. That's
Yeah.
literally Paul Rubin's voice singing that part. So he's singing. That's his actual singing voice, and he's singing. And he sounds good, but it has. So the way that they try to connect Big Adventure to this is apparently, I guess he got so popular with the movie of the Pee Wee Big Adventure movie
Yeah.
they made of him, that he became like a singer, and then like he got so famous that he got tired of being famous, and so he became a farmer.
So he became Brock Lesnar.
He became Brock Lesnar, uh, and uh, and so he ends up on this farm, and he's terrible. Also, when did the pig start talking? Because
I want to say in the first act.
he starts talking like when he goes in the lab, and I was like, wait, so because the pig doesn't talk until then. Oh, Matthew. Hey, Aaron and Brandon, I like the logo on the review. Also, Brandon, I spoke of a funny scenario where Pee Wee was a guest fighter on Mortal Kombat, where his fighting style would be like the Joker, and his finishing blow would be him running his opponents over with his bike.
He did. He did speak of this.
I would like to see that actually. Yeah. So, but it doesn't happen in this movie. Instead, he runs us over with like no laughs. So, yeah, this movie, uh, like, and plus it is more sexually over. Like it's crazy. Like he tries to jump women's bones, literally.
I did one thing I did like though at the beginning when he's flying. I was like Pee Wee's flying now. It was a dream sequence, but at the time I was like, oh, this movie's gonna be completely different. And I had honestly, I missed this movie when it came out. I'd never watched it before.
So what? This was the first view for you?
This was my first view of Big Top Pee Wee.
Your last?
It's my last view as well. I will, if I ever get in the mood to watch Pee Wee, I'll watch Pee Wee's Playhouse, Big Adventure, and maybe Big Holiday. But
I've never seen Big Holiday.
I want to pick it, but I just don't know.
You don't think you could do more Pee Wee? I understand. But anyway, yeah. So he ends up in this town. He has a talking pig. He's a very, very bad farmer, and he has a lot of animals, and they sleep in beds. I don't know, and I guess it's supposed to be funny, but it's not. It's not funny. I don't get the joke. Like when there's eating, I don't understand, and then the pig talking, I don't care. And then also,
made me think of Babe.
yeah, but it predates Babe.
It does predate Babe.
But then we have so he goes to town. He has a girlfriend named Winnie, and she brings him his favorite lunch. Seems like she brings his favorite lunch every day.
Yeah,
but she already knows egg salad sandwich. But clearly, he mentions like 4 or 5 different things, and then like she said, egg salad sandwich, and he's like, "Oh yeah, my favorite." And she's like, he bites it, like, ugh, spits it out, and eats the sandwich. And lays on her lap, and she eats the sandwich and falls on his face. It's not funny. Who wrote this? Paul Rubens wrote this. He wrote this. He's one of the writers, and the other writer was on Pee Wee's Pee Wee's Playhouse. So Matthew, I assume.
Yep.
All right. Also, his introduction would be this. Oh, Chow, you're pathetic. Okay, I'm not reading that. All right.
I can't believe you just said that.
I'm sorry, I don't have time. You can read it, Brandon. You can read it. Brandon, go for it.
All right. I know you are, but what am I? And I picked Pee Wee's Big Holiday for Brandon Leslie.
One pick at a time. One pick a month, buddy.
I like Valeria Galino's role in the movie. I don't know who that is, but he's mentioned her before, but I honestly don't know who she is.
Have you ever seen? She's in. I want to say she's either in one of the Hot Shot movies. I think she's in Hot Shots. She's the love interest who. I remember the scene where somebody like hit like an olive out of her stomach or something, a grape, and pops in her mouth, and she like, sucks the pit out, but then keeps the olive in. Like every time I see her, I see that scene. But yeah, this movie, man, Midge, she's like a literal small person. So the storm blows the circus in this town, a la Wizard of Oz. There's lions. The guy that was the lion tamer, he was from I Come in Peace. I was like, I know that guy. And then the other guy, the big tall dude, Big John or whatever, he's the Predator. That's literally the Predator / Harry from Harry and the Hendersons is that guy. So, yay.
Yay. Don't know. I feel this was not a great pick.
In both Hot Shots and Rain Man. I don't remember Rain Man.
Rain Man's with Tom Cruise, Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah, I remember the movie. I don't remember her in it.
Me either.
But yeah, my camera's glitching, so
no, I'm noticing it. It feels vintage.
Yeah, maybe it's for this movie. But yeah, I think it might go out. If it does, I apologize. But yeah, so we'll speed this up. Anyway, Pee Wee falls in love with the lady from the circus.
Yeah, it's gonna go out.
Yeah, I'm afraid to move it.
Yep.
There it goes. There it goes.
There it goes. So I'm literally by myself with Aaron on audio. I
Yeah,
think.
I'm still here. Can you hear me?
I hear you. I hear you.
Oh,
Well,
no. Yeah, I'm still here.
okay.
All right. Anyway, I
Yeah.
was gonna try to change my. I was gonna try to change my logo thing to something else, but okay, it's okay. Yeah, the camera went out. I got it. I can't find the camera that Brandon gave me, where I would totally use it.
You lost my camera.
It's like your camera was unplugged. I don't have a camera. Anyway, let's see. Anyway, I'm back. No, we ain't gonna worry about it. Brandon, I'm
Yes.
here.
You're here.
All right.
So yeah, he falls in love with the girl from the circus, and she finds out that he's engaged. He gets slapped. Tries to make things right with the other girl. Doesn't happen.
She ends up dating 5 men, bro.
Yeah, I think she marries them all,
It's
or she got
weird.
5 different rings.
That's weird, man. They're all brothers. That's nasty. It's
Well,
totally.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Oh, they also have a person they literally call hermaphrodite in this movie. They use the term hermaphrodite, meaning they have both genitalia. That's what that means.
Yeah, you went there.
Oh, they went there. I'm just discussing it. Matthew, this is your pick.
I think people have left. So
But
kind of hard to do a show with one person and one on audio. But
yeah, I'm still here.
You're still here. So basically, he's a farmer. He's engaged. He cheats on her. He kind of goes back and forth with the women. And he's like, he don't know who to pick. And what did you think about that? Like his indecisiveness.
I don't see. There's no competition. Pick the Italian every time.
Every time.
I don't understand. Yeah, she's totally the one to pick. But yeah.
And I feel like she got him. She understood him.
Yep.
Yep. And the other one didn't.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm trying to see if I can change this.
It's now. There's nothing here. It's just audio now. So.
No, you're here, bro. You're here.
I don't see myself. I see myself now. Now it's just me. Okay.
How you feel about that, Brandon?
I don't like it.
How you like Memphis?
I don't like it one bit. But anyway, he becomes a member of the circus.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know. It wasn't a good time for me personally. I wish I didn't watch Big Adventure than watch this. Because it just took me right out of the film as soon as I started it, and I realized it was like in a different universe. It just didn't live up to my expectations.
Yeah. I'm gonna try something real quick. Give me a moment.
All right.
Let's see. All right. Keep talking. Keep talking.
But yeah, so as you said, it's kind of like Wizard of Oz. The town is just cruel and mean to the circus people. Like, I didn't like the town at all. Like nobody in that town. Why is Pee Wee there? He's such a lovable guy. Why is he there with people that are just cruel? I just don't. I didn't think the town was believable either. Then again, you got the mean guy at the store. You got the 2 elderly women that gossip about everybody. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much a town.
I'm still here, Brandon.
I hear you, but to me there was not much redeemable. Like I said, I felt Pee Wee was a shell of what he was in Big Adventure. He's just a shell of what he is in Big Holiday. I see your beard.
All right. Hear me?
I hear you.
All right. Let's see. Settings, audio.
Yeah, I can't hear you now.
Key.
Okay,
All right, cool.
I hear you. We're still live.
And you see me.
Yeah.
Let me put it up here. All right, it's not the best, but okay. All right. So, and then the other one's gone, so I just removed it. So that's cool. Anyway, yeah. So let me go ahead and mute this. Mute. There we go. Can you hear me now?
I hear you. Yeah.
All right, cool. So I'm back, guys. All right, and I can still control it over here with these comments that Matthew keeps posting. Jesus, Matthew. She wasn't okay. We got that one. Big Top Pee Wee is good, but Pee Wee's Big Adventure is much better in Wade's spirit. Listen, I can't tell you that Big Top Pee Wee's is good. I can't. It's meh at best. I'm sorry. It is. It's not bad. Like literally, I'm gonna be honest. Brandon's gonna pop. Pieces is a better movie
Oh my lord.
than this movie.
Wow.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
It's more entertaining to me, but like I mean, I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad movie. It's just a disappointing movie for me.
Yeah.
I mean, growing up watching Pee Wee, I mean, and seeing him like in this atmosphere and the dialogue and the story, it's not Pee Wee Herman to me. It's just not. And so therefore I was disappointed. You throw someone else in that movie, maybe it's fine, but I don't. It's just.
So, do you feel like this movie was meant for like maybe? You feel like if it wasn't Pee Wee Herman, if this was a totally different person, not Pee Wee, it might have worked better.
It would have worked better because you're used to his antics. You don't really get that in this movie. There's a couple times they're trying to do what he did in Big Adventure, but it doesn't work here.
The only scene where I laughed or chuckled is like when they're going through like all the attractions and they get to Pee Wee's and he just sits there and says, ah, and then he kind of looks.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, I didn't really. There wasn't many parts in this movie that I was like, if I laughed, it was mainly because of like the gall of everything. I was like, he's clearly trying to jump this woman's bones, and clearly, like all the innuendos. I was like, what is this for kids?
No, it's not. And I understand why it took like nearly 30 years to get another Pee Wee Herman, despite what he did later on. It's still nothing was coming as far as movie was after this. Like,
yeah, there was a scene in this movie where the lady like says, because when he brought all the stuff, all the supplies for the circus people.
Mm-hmm.
And the lady's like, she's so smart. How she maintain a figure? And the old lady does like bulimia or I was like, whoa! I was like, they didn't do that. They did. I guess back in the 80s, man, it was just all bets are off.
All bets were off. But I mean, I don't know. I just feel like this wasn't the best choice to honor Paul Reubens as Pee Wee Herman. But
yeah, I would have if it was up to me. I mean, I know you want to honor him as Pee Wee. That's his biggest part, but I would have picked maybe Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He was really great in that movie. I would argue and say that he was very standout in that movie. And it's funny because for the longest time I didn't realize it was Paul Reubens playing that part.
I always thought it was Nicolas Cage growing up. I swear, I always thought it was Nick Cage. He looked like Nick Cage with a goatee.
Yeah, but he did a good job. Like,
he did great.
Like
I agree.
the prolonged dying, like
Yeah,
you know.
and
I loved it.
I also enjoyed him in Dunstan Checks In.
I didn't. He
He
was
had
in
a
that
little
movie.
role in that. Yeah, I think he
Um,
was the guy that was trying to catch the monkey.
hmm.
I think it's been a long
he,
time since I've seen it, but I remember him popping up in that.
he was also in what is the other movie that he was in? I see we got another comment. He was also in Blow. I want to say he's in Blow. He like a really brief cameo. I
Yeah,
remember him saying, "I can't feel my face." Uh, but yeah, I watched. What's it got to do with Pee Wee? Oh, maybe it does. I watched Jurassic Park spoof trailer featuring clips from Pee Wee's Big Adventure mixed in with clips from Jurassic Park. Also, sorry for picking this. I'll do better. No, don't be sorry. It's just we didn't like it.
no, I mean, Matthew, you love this movie. It's great.
Yeah, that's what we say. We don't judge you, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's all subjective. It's just we didn't like it as much as well. Personally, for me, I wanted to really like it. I love Pee Wee Herman, but for some reason, I missed this movie growing up. I don't know why. I just missed it. But
Mm.
yeah, if you love this movie, I mean, it's great.
Yeah,
Don't let anybody bring you down for what you like.
yeah. We just listen. We don't bully or anything like that on this channel. We typically like, uh, and I always bring this up. Brandon will probably know what I say. I love Biodome. It's one of my favorite movies. Not a lot of people like that movie. I like it, but it's cool. It's like whatever you like is whatever you like, man. And so we just if you pick a movie, we're gonna give you our honest take on it and what we like about it and what we don't like about it. But it's just in this movie, it was more to not like. but but there was like things to like. Like I said, uh Pee Wee, he was in it. Uh uh I like that Benicio del Toro's in it. This is his first role. And I didn't realize it was him until I looked on the credits and said, "Oh, Benicio del Toro's in this." Uh, so yeah, it was kind of cool to see, and Dustin Diamond is good for me to see. Brandon didn't see it.
I
Um,
Nah, I I think I wanted to say it looks something like him, but I didn't focus too much on it.
yeah, let me see, Diamond.
Yeah, I agree with you, Matthew. He said maybe you can watch his appearance on WWE Raw. It's funny. Also, WrestleMania 27. That was a funny little skit he did. I was live at that show, so I was just he was there. So I mean, me, Pee Wee Herman, were in the same building once upon a time.
Oh,
So
that's
that's
pretty
awesome.
dope.
Yeah.
Let me share. I will share this real quick. Let's see, share screen and share. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
You see him? There he was. There he is in the movie.
Okay. Yeah. I see it. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Can't believe I
Yeah.
missed
So,
it.
yeah, he was in the movie. But just like, he's in it for like all the circus scenes and all that. He was like in the front row. Uh, they never did the old people ever come transform back into the old people, or did they stay kids for the rest of their lives?
I I don't know. I I
I
didn't.
just thought about that.
I'm unsure about that. Unsure. But I mean, what can I say? One thing I will say I did like Chris Christopherson in this movie. I thought he did a
Mhm.
good job. But I love that man's voice. And he's
Yeah,
no longer with us either. But he just
I
had
liked him in Blade.
yeah, he's great in Blade. He just has that iconic deep Southern voice. I don't know
Mhm.
why I said it like that. He just has it, and I always have loved watching him perform. I mean, it's Like it was fun to see him in this.
He gives off that rugged man's man type of
Yeah.
vibe. He's like a very manly man. But yeah, I enjoyed him in it. The lady that played Midge, I I think about her most from Crybaby, the movie Crybaby. She played like one of the I forget what you call the bad kids, the greasers type characters, but she's like one of the like matriarchs of that family. Like she's like Crybaby Nelson's grandmama or something like that, and they just the bad and uh, Matt probably knows. My favorite part of the movie is when Valeria is also like when Pee Wee did his dance on the high wire lastly. I like Christoph's. Oh, I was reading it in her voice in Tad, where he played Abe Lincoln. Okay, but yeah, the movie for the most part it had some entertaining things, but it just felt like it wasn't. It felt like, and it's not. I feel like Paramount and maybe Pee Wee or Paul Rubens and they's probably like trying to rush to get like another movie out. But I forgot who wrote the original. The original Pee Wee's Big Adventure was written by Paul Rubens along with Phil Hartman. So you didn't have Phil Hartman in there doing
It's a,
that. Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
missing ingredient.
Yeah, missing some ingredients. So I feel like if you had them, it would have made a difference. It just
And maybe it
because
wasn't
Phil
that he
Hartman,
did. I mean, maybe it wasn't that he didn't want to play the character more. He just wanted to become more adult themed than the kiddie themed.
yeah, yeah, and maybe, but it's fine. Like I even feel like Big Adventure wasn't like had adult themes in it too. I think that it's just I don't know if it's really known as a kids movie, but I liked it as a kid, although it's terrifying as well. Like Large Marge, it's scary as hell. Uh, you know,
I really love the energy it has. It's just everybody has so much energy, including Pee Wee. But it was it was on a different level all the way. I mean, it's just a different level. He just
Mhm.
turned into Stone Cold.
I could this is water, so I could have, but I don't want to spit water around.
I understand, sir. I understand.
Nobody
But
should just walk around spitting water. Also, real quick,
yeah,
uh, rest in peace, Terry Funk, man.
yeah,
Uh, I hate to hear, he lived a long life, and he was great for the business. Uh, uh, you know, my first my first thoughts of Terry Funk is actually, I believe he was in Roadhouse. I think he
yep.
was in Roadhouse. Uh, but yeah, but my first actual wrestling experience with Terry Funk was the ECW days when he like asked for the cheers and they threw all the cheers in the ring and he got hit and just took it, that face bump.
Mm-hmm.
Just like it just Terry Funk is one of the old wrestlers, man, that was man, he's a legend. He was a legend, and so I
Yeah,
pray for his family, his children and grandchildren, and the friends, and those that knew him personally. I pray that God comforts them in their time of bereavement. I didn't want to let this show go off at all without mentioning Terry Funk.
yeah. My first experience with him was in a movie as well, but it was with Stallone and Over the Top. When I thought he did a great job too. Like I really did. I thought he did a great job playing Mr. Cutler's kind of bodyguard, and Stallone puts him through a door. But he did a really good. I thought he would have more roles, and I think he did end up getting Roadhouse after that. I don't know if he got anything else, but as far as wrestling goes, I don't remember my first experience, but the most memorable experience I had with him live, watching live, was when he was teaming with Mick Foley. in like 1998, I believe, as Chainsaw Charlie. But
Chainsaw Charlie, yeah.
yeah, but just them two in the ring together was always memorable for me. But I have went back and watched his feud with Ric Flair. That was pretty epic in my opinion. But yeah, he's gonna be missed, definitely.
When he and Mick Foley were locked in the dumpster on WWE Raw by the Outlaws, and they proceeded to push the dumpster off stage. I do remember that. It was in the late
And
Attitude Eras.
yeah,
But it's funny. I remember you was talking about going to a live show. It doesn't have anything to do with any of those guys, but I want to mention. I remember going to a live show, and you remember Perry Saturn
oh
when
yeah,
he had that little angle with the mop,
yeah,
and the mop was his best friend or whatever. Uh, and so Raven, he had a feud with Raven, and Raven took his mop, and there's a backstage scene where uh like Perry was in the ring. He just did a show. We was at the show. We was in Nashville watching this, and he just lost. I don't know if he lost or the match ended, but the Titantron came on and Raven was on the Titantron, and he had the mop and he put it through a wood chipper, but it wouldn't chip all the way, and so but Raven's like doing a voice like, "Oh, help me," and he's like, "Oh no," but then when it wouldn't go all the way, the camera panned to Raven, and Raven kind of had a look on his face like, "Yeah, what did I do?" but but yeah, I just remember that, man. Just like little things about seeing it live, man. And like you said, you was able to see Pee Wee Herman live. You was able to see. I don't know if you said you seen Terry Funk live,
no,
um,
I never saw Terry live.
but I was able to see Owen Hart live, Yokozuna live. I was able to see like so many people that Mabel. I was able to see. Like so many people, man. Roddy Piper, I think I was at a Nashville show and Roddy was
I
there.
met him. He was awesome. He really was. He took time to talk to you. A lot of them don't. WrestleMania, so he wanted them to get their money's worth.
That's good, man. That's good to hear. I must have met him once because behind me I have the Roddy Piper documentary that WWE put out, and he signed it, so I had to meet him somewhere for me to have that. I think I probably met him in Nashville, and I just don't recall, or met him might have been even at a con somewhere. I don't know. I don't remember. I hate that I don't remember it though, but I do remember seeing him live though. I remember seeing Hogan live. I seen Austin. I seen The Rock. So I was able to see these people live. And actually, I went to OVW and I seen Cena, Batista, and Lesnar before they became who they were. And so that's kind of cool. And I actually seen
Yeah.
Stevie Richards too, and he was there. He was at the concession stand. So I was like, Stevie Richards, but yeah, but that's neither here nor there. You ready to give your anything else you want to mention about Big Top at all? It doesn't have a plot, man. It doesn't. I guess the plot is the circus. They want the circus to happen.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. No, I mean I'm good. I'm good.
Mr. Bill. Yeah. Dutch Mantel is friends. Well, I'm not friends with him on Facebook, but I do follow him, and he does come. Well, I shouldn't tell Matthew because he's gonna blow him up. But yeah, uh, but yeah, he's on there. Anyway, well, I'm gonna give my marks.
Go ahead. Look forward to it.
I'm gonna give it 2.5. 2.5 for Chris Christopherson, for seeing Paul Rubens, and for I don't know that Italian lady. And then yeah.
2.5.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna give it mine. I'm gonna give it 2 stars.
Oh, you went down. You
I
went
went down.
down.
I went down. Yeah. Yeah. I give it 2 stars for Pee Wee Herman showing up. Chris Christopherson, the Italian woman, as you said. The circus act, I guess.
But seeing the dude from Predator, it's pretty awesome. You didn't know it's him though, did you?
I did not know. No.
Yeah, it's him. The
Did
big
not.
tall guy. That's him. That's the
Yeah.
Predator,
It's the Predator.
the one and only. He's not the only, but the original.
The best.
Technically,
The best Predator.
Jean-Claude Van Damme was the first Predator, but it didn't work out.
It didn't work out.
They replaced him with that guy, and
It's
I'm glad
it's a
it
good
worked out.
thing it didn't work out
Yeah.
for the movie and for his career.
Yeah.
But
Thank you, Bill, I appreciate you hanging in there with us, buddy.
thank you, man.
But yeah, next week, Brandon, what's your pick?
You know what? I'll get back with you. I think I'm gonna go something new since you want to review something new. So I'm gonna look what's new
Okay.
on the streaming services, and I don't know what genre I'll go for, but I'll pick something from 2023.
Yeah, and then I will say that next week, hopefully, we're still on around the same time. But I have a new job, and so I'm in training for the next 4 weeks, and I don't know if I will be training on first shift next week or second shift. If second shift, then it's 3 to 11, and so in that case, we'll have to shoot it early. We can always shoot it and then post it later, but or shoot it on the weekends or whatever works. But yeah, I just I'll tell you what my new job is, guys. It's a jailer. It's an experience. Being a deputy jailer, it's an experience. You see some things, but also it's really cool people you work around. That's they have camaraderie. But I'm still new. I'm like 4 days new, so I'm still green. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Right. Yeah. Peace. Brandon, what you wanted to do?
If
What we
you got through this episode, comment.
Bilford says Pee Wee's big holiday next week.
All right.
He's gonna do it. Oh, because we hadn't seen Bilford in a while. We'll do it.
All right,
I give it 4 stars for Valeria Galino. Pee Wee scenes together. Okay, yes, that's interesting, Matthew. Blue Beetle would be great review. Yeah, but I'm not going to see it.
You gotta finish the comments
when it
comes to streaming.
Yes, definitely. Snapping necks, cashing checks. That's what's up, man. Oh, who, me? I hope I don't snap necks. I try to be. I want to be friendly. I want to be
terrified of Michael Myers. That's up there.
Yes, but yeah. But anyway, yeah, it scares me. But anyway, but no, we thank you all for tuning in. Brandon said, like, share, subscribe, comment. If you want to see more, this is what Jeremy John said. Click here to see more. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. See you next week. Pee Wee's big holiday it is, I guess. Unless Brandon audibles.
I mean, it's what he requested, so I'll do it.
Pee Wee's big holiday. All right. It'll be a first time viewing for me. I've never seen it. So, all right. Well, in the meantime, in between time, Aaron Whitlow.
Brandon Spivey.
Thank you for marking out with his own Mark Out Movie Podcast.